In your head, you know it's time to get serious. It's time to sit down and get your work done. Your days have been building up to this moment and everything is falling into place. Your phone is out of reach, you got your coffee by your side, and you have your weapon of choice, your laptop in front of you. You put on your headphones and play the ultimate study music playlist. And 5 minutes later, whether it's homework, revision, a project, or just your hobby, focus decides whether you'll be trying to work, fidgeting with procrastination, and getting almost nothing done, or you'll actually get some work done in a comparatively short amount of time. But if only focusing on your work was that easy. Especially the numerous notifications popping up every minute doesn't make it any easier to focus. Today I will share with you 6 tips to build focus, improve it, and stay focused for a longer period of time. The first thing on this list will be to meditate. Focus or concentration is just like any other muscle in our body. And just like any other muscle, it can be trained to get stronger and more intense with time. For building stronger biceps, you'll need to do workouts that put stress on your biceps and actually pushes its limits. Just like these workouts, a simple breathing-based meditation can serve as a workout for your brain and concentration power. It's actually really simple to do and takes a very little time. All you need to do is to get into a comfortable position and focus all your attention on your breathing. If your mind wanders off and you start daydreaming, it's completely normal. You just need to acknowledge that and bring your attention back to your breathing and keep doing this cycle for as little as 5 minutes every day. If you find this hard to execute, you can also use guided meditation tracks from different meditation apps or just from YouTube itself. This habit has helped me build a better focus gradually, and it will help you as well. The next thing on our list is to focus on a single target. Multitasking might feel like getting more things done in less time, but we're not aware of something called the cognitive switching penalty. What it means is that every time you switch between tasks or give in to a distraction, even for a little chunk of time, our brain needs some buffering time to focus again on the task we are initially working on. That way, even if you take as little as 10 seconds to check the notification that just popped up, you have to focus all over again when you have to get back to your work that you are actually doing. This is like a steep decline and a new start from zero in your focus versus time graph. In the book Deep Work, we see the equation work done is equal to time spent into intensity of focus, which is really true. According to that equation, we can graphically interpret the work done as the area under the graph of focus versus time. You would realize this relation if you already know some basic integration. If you don't, just take my word for it for now. So, if you suppose work for this amount of time and your intensity of focus grows like this. If your work is uninterrupted, you get this much work done. Now suppose your work has the same amount of time and you switch to another task for just a little bit of time in somewhere around the middle of the session. When you come back, you have to start from zero again and start building your focus. See what happens to the graph? You get this much work done, and if you compare the both two cases, you'll actually see that you got double the amount of work done in the first case compared to the second. This is why it's wise to set a time duration and focus on all your attention to only one task at a time. The next thing you can do to actually improve your focus is to control your environment. Whether you'll be able to focus for a long period of time or not largely depends on your surroundings and how you set it up. If there's a phone or a video game controller right next to you, or if you have websites like YouTube or Facebook or Twitter open in the same browser as the one you're working on, it's very likely that you'll give in to a distraction sooner or later. It might seem like a little distraction, but every time you give in to a distraction, your brain gets more and more habituated to give in to more distractions, making it gradually more difficult to focus on the work in hand. So, before you actually get to your actual work, maybe it's a good idea to set up your environment, like closing up distracting websites and tabs, closing off all the apps from your mobile, and turning your data connection off on your phone, or even putting it in another room altogether. The next point on our list is recovery time. No matter how many of these tips you follow, you can't focus for hours right off the bat. Just like any other muscle in your body, working your focus muscle excessively without any breaks for a long amount of time will create fatigue and make it harder to focus after that long session. This is the same reason why a gym trainer generally suggests to take 1 or 2 days off from the heavy workouts every week. And it is absolutely the same with your brain. After focusing intensely for an hour, take a break. Give your focus some time to recover. Now, this duration doesn't necessarily need to be an hour. It's better if you experiment and find that sweet spot that works the best for you. Now, the most obvious thing on our list is to practice. Suppose your goal is to do 100 push-ups in one go and you have understood all the techniques and procedures to do it. Does that mean that you'll be able to do 100 push-ups in your first try? No, right? Because you need to train with persistence for several days to achieve that. Similarly, your focus will only increase with perseverance and practice. Remember, the more you do something, the better you get at it. And as I always say, start off small and climb up gradually. So if you try to focus for 2 hours on the first day, chances are that you will fail. Start off with something small, something around 30 minutes, and get used to that first. I'll absolutely suggest the Pomodoro method for this, which involves setting a timer for 25 minutes and working on a single task with complete focus for that period of time. 25 minutes isn't that long of a time and you should be able to do it. One app that can help you massively with this is called Forest. It's available on both Android and iOS. If this is your first time hearing about this app, I'll recommend you check out the video I made about it. It should pop up on the card right now and I'll leave a link to it in the description as well. And the last tip that can improve your focus is to set deadlines. As unusual as it may sound, deadlines are actually really helpful to boost your productivity. Somebody said that if you are given 4 hours to complete a 1-hour task, the task will actually end up taking the whole 4 hours. I find this pretty true for myself, as whenever there is an assignment which will probably take around 4 to 6 hours to code and I'm given a week to complete it, I generally disperse the whole work around the week and keep pushing it till the last day until the deadline seems close by. You can use this phenomenon to your advantage though. You can try setting up your own personal deadlines and try to commit to them. And if you're finding it actually hard to stay committed to your personal deadlines because there are no consequences to it, get a friend involved. You can try redeeming yourself by committing to giving him $50 if you can't finish that particular task within the specified deadline. Or even just writing it down somewhere can help as well. That was about it for the tips that you can implement in your daily life to get better at concentrating your focus on one task for a longer period of time and start seeing positive changes in your life in a really short time. If you found this video helpful in the slightest bit, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, or you just want to join the community. And I'm currently a freshman at IIT Hyderabad and I upload videos about studying, productivity, college life and coding. I upload videos every Sunday, so if you have any suggestions or comments in general, leave them in the comment section below and I try to read through all my comments. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found some value out of it and I'll see you next time.